Okay, so we got a lot of movie news to cover today, and I am dead fucking tired, so let's get started. So, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4 was going to feature Kraven the Hunter. That's interesting. Given the fact I've seen this from multiple reliable sources, I feel like there's a possibility that we could end up getting Spider-Man 4. Every time that someone asks Sam Raimi if he's going to make Spider-Man 4, the answer that he gives is, in the multiverse, anything is possible, so we'll see. I feel like the end of this movie is really going to tease another Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire. I feel like it's coming. It has to at this point. You got Sam Raimi directing one of the biggest movies of the year, and there's no way this doesn't lead into another Spider-Man film. But let me show you what he said about it. Basically saying we had other things in mind too, but there was one of them, and I missed Kraven the Hunter. We were going to work with that character into the Spider-Man. I always wanted to see Kraven fight Spider-Man on the big screen. I thought that would be really unique. He's an ultimate hunter, and Spider-Man is the most agile trickster of the skies. I wanted to see Peter continue forward as a human being. I think that's a lot to go with there, but I really feel like that would have been amazing to do. There's lots of speculation that there was... I think this is why Spider-Man 4 fell apart at first, was because basically a lot of people have seen the leaked, photos and images that the writers and directors drew for this movie. You got that animation with Vulture, you have pictures with Vulture, Mysterio, Black Cat, other stuff like that. I feel like they went through a lot of iterations of a script for Spider-Man 4, and I did see in another thing that Sam Raimi didn't want Spider-Man 4 to be just okay. He wanted it to make up for the things that we didn't like in Spider-Man 3. And I think that's honestly the best thing possible for, this movie, was that he wanted to make up for anything that everybody hated in Spider-Man 3. And he had a deadline to meet, and when he realized he couldn't meet that deadline, he said that there's no point in continuing, we need to stop. I respect Sam Raimi for the fact that he was able to say, no, well, let's not do Spider-Man 4 because I don't have the time to create a bigger thing. I also hate the fact that we never got another film. So this to me means that we should absolutely, positively, 100% get a Spider-Man 4. Or at least I feel like there should be some closure to Tobey Maguire's story at some point. I honestly thought in Multiverse of Madness there would be a universe they go to where Tobey Maguire is fighting the villains from the beginning of Spider-Man 4 in the early drafts. And then that's when they come and pick him up and say, hey, we need your help. And he's like, cool, I remember you. And then he's just like, I don't know who you are. He's like, I'm Peter Parker, remember? I don't know that. Now you told me. So, yeah. But I think this is going to be a good movie overall. I feel like we will get Spider-Man 4. Stay tuned to see, guys.